15 years ago, I watched my best friend get expelled for something I did. I stood there. I said nothing. And tonight, after everything that's happened, I'm finally going to tell you what really happened that night and why I'm only confessing now. I was 17, junior year. My best friend, I'll call her Dana, was the kind of person who covered for everyone. She was the one who'd take the fall, so the rest of us didn't have to deal with our parents. We were at a house party, someone's older brother's place while his parents were out of town. There was a fire small, contained, started in a backyard shed where some kids were messing around. It got out of hand fast. Nobody was hurt, but the shed burned down, and the family who owned the house pressed charges for property damage. I was the one who left a lit cigarette near the gasoline can. I panicked. I ran. Dana was the only one who stayed behind to make sure everyone got out safely. When the school and the police started asking questions, everyone pointed at whoever was still standing near the wreckage when the fire department showed up. That was Dana. I had every chance to speak up. The vice principal called me into his office and asked me directly if I knew who started the fire. I said no. Dana got expelled. Her parents had to pay restitution. She lost her spot on the swim team. Her college recommendation letters fell apart, and she ended up finishing high school at an alternative program across town. We drifted apart not because she was angry with me, because she never found out it was me. She just assumed it was bad luck. I let her believe that. I went to college. I built a life, got married, had 2 kids. Dana and I reconnected a few years ago through mutual friends, and she was genuinely one of the kindest, most forgiving people I'd ever met. She talked about that year like it was just something that happened to her. Bad timing. She never once mentioned suspecting me. That's the part that ate at me the most. She trusted me completely. She used to joke that I was the only person from high school she still respected, because I wasn't there for the fire drama. She said that to my face. More than once. I told myself I'd tell her eventually. I never did. Every time I got close, I found a reason to back out. Her dad was sick. She'd just gotten a promotion. It wasn't the right moment. 15 years of not the right moment. 3 weeks ago, Dana's daughter got suspended from school for something she didn't do. A group of kids blamed her because she was the one still standing there when a teacher walked in. Dana was furious, fighting the school, telling everyone how unfair it was that her daughter was taking the blame for other people's actions. And I just sat there, listening to her. And I felt something break. I called her that night. I told her everything: the cigarette, the gasoline can, running, lying to the vice principal, letting her carry it for 15 years while I said nothing. She was quiet for a long time. Then she asked me one question. Why are you telling me now and not back then when it actually would have mattered? I didn't have a good answer. I still don't. We haven't talked since. It's been 3 weeks. I don't know if we ever will again, and honestly, I don't think I'm owed that. She spent her senior year rebuilding her entire life because I was too scared to say 4 words. It was me. I'm not telling you this so you feel bad for me. I'm telling you because I think a lot of us are carrying some version of this, a moment where staying quiet was easier, and we told ourselves we'd fix it later. Later doesn't always come. Sometimes the door just closes. If you've ever let someone take the blame for something you did, I want to hear it in the comments. And if this story hit you, subscribe, because every Tuesday and Friday I post a new one. See you in the next confession.